I don't know. I'm just not feeling it, to be honest with you. All right, next unboxing. What do we got? More Berkley. All right, the brand new Krej and the Finisher. So we got Finisher 5, Finisher 7, Finisher 9. Obviously a perch, the 7, the 5, stealth shad, the 7, and the 9. French pearl in the 9. As far as the Krej, Wakasagi, 2 stealth minnows. Alright, here's the Berkley 5 in the stealth shad color. 1/3 of an ounce, 2 inches, size 10 hook, sinking. I mean, slightly larger than 2 inches. Here's the Berkley Finisher 7 in perch. 1/2 ounce, 2 3/4 inches, sinking, and size 7 hook. And that one is pretty much 2 3/4 inches on the money. And here is the 9. The 9 is 3/4 ounce, 3.5 inches, sinking with a size 7 hook. It's pretty much 3.5 inches, maybe even a tad shy, depending on how you're going to measure this thing. So from top to bottom is the 9, the 7, and the 5. And to be honest, I don't think I'm going to incorporate the 9 in most of my fishing. So I'm probably going to return it. I think if you're fishing 20 plus foot often, it's probably viable. I do fish deep quite often, but I don't know. I'm just not feeling it, to be honest with you. Basically, I think I could do everything I need with the 7. The larger profile is definitely an interesting factor to it, though. I don't know. Like I said, I'm going to keep 1 or 2 around, but I'm going to return the others. All right, Krej 100 in stealth minnow. It's a pretty color. Olive back. Fades into a blue pearl. 1/2 ounce, 100 millimeters, sinking, size 6 hooks. From the lip to the tail, you got about 4.5 inches. Then you have Wakasagi. Got that purple hit, chrome belly, almost a brown, clear back. Purple hit on the bottom, another pretty color. Should flash pretty good. So I'm going to start off by saying I have thrown this bait 2 times. I spent 20 to 30 minutes each time. Both times I was definitely around fish, and the one day the fish were really aggressive. I had an amazing day with a jerkbait. The one time I did catch a crappie and had some interest, and the other time I caught nothing and the fish seemed turned off by it. Let me know in the comments if you've had any success, because for me the jury is still out. But I want this thing to work. You're going to pop this bait on slack line and it's going to slash erratically through the water. Sometimes it's a predictable side to side, and other times it's back and forth. And then sometimes it's all over the place. The 5 size you can fish in 3 to 5 foot of water. The 7 is about 10 foot of water. And I haven't tried the 9 yet, so I really don't know. The only drawback is sometimes the hooks will wrap on this thing, but I guess that's par for the course with how erratic this thing is. I think where this bait's really going to shine is when you're live scoping and you see a fish roaming around. You can throw this out there and drop it down to them super quick. Stroke it a few times and hopefully they're going to hit it. So like the Finisher, I have fished this bait. I fished it 1 time for about 30 minutes and it was a tough day. I got no bites and no fish showed any interest on Livescope. This bait is made to naturally want to rise as it moves forward, and on the pause it shimmies down and back. It has a beautiful little flashing and rolling action on the retrieve, and it's slightly a head up posture. It reminds me a little bit of a spy bait. You can supposedly jerk and pause this bait, and when I looked at the underwater footage, it looked pretty good with slight jerks and pauses. I can see fish hitting this thing on a straight retrieve, and of course when it's paused. It didn't backslide as much as I thought it would. I was fishing in about 12 foot of water, and it didn't travel very far. Of course, the deeper it is, the further it will go. Please comment if you guys have had success with these baits. I've been fishing water in the low 40s, and I'm sure they aren't prime conditions. I'm sure people are catching fish with these baits, and if you're one of them, please let us know.